Zidane, Müller, El Mágico. Names that echo through the history of football. They were the maestros, the conductors, the artists who could bend a game to their will with a single touch, a clever turn, or a defense-splitting pass. They were the playmakers, the classic number 10s, whose spontaneous brilliance was the heart and soul of their teams. But when you look at the game today, you have to ask a serious question: where have they all gone? Is the beautiful, unpredictable art of creative midfield orchestration becoming a forgotten relic in an age of analytics, athleticism, and rigid systems? Let's take a trip back in time. Think of the quintessential number 10. They were often granted a free role, liberated from the heavy defensive duties that shackled their teammates. Their job was simple, yet incredibly complex. Find space, receive the ball, and create magic. They were the link between the midfield and the attack, the brain of the team. Riquelme, Rui Costa, Totti. These players operated in the pocket of space between the opposition's midfield and defense, a zone often called the hole. From there, they could dictate the tempo, thread impossible passes, and score spectacular goals. The entire team was often built around them, designed to get them the ball as much as possible, because everyone knew that's where the magic would happen. So what changed? Why did this seemingly perfect role start to fade away? The evolution of modern football has been relentless, driven by a quest for efficiency and control. The first major shift was the rise of high-pressing tactics. Coaches like Arrigo Sacchi and later Jurgen Klopp and Pep Guardiola revolutionized the game by demanding that every single player contribute defensively. The concept of a luxury player who didn't track back became a tactical liability. A team pressing with only 10 men is easily bypassed. Suddenly, that free-roaming number 10 became a weak link in the defensive chain. The space they once thrived in started to shrink, as defensive midfielders became more athletic and disciplined, specifically tasked with shutting down that exact zone. Then came the obsession with data and analytics. Football became a game of numbers, of expected goals, pass completion percentages, and kilometers covered. The spontaneous, sometimes risky flair of the traditional playmaker doesn't always look good on a spreadsheet. A low percentage through ball that could unlock a defense might be statistically discouraged in favor of a safer, sideways pass. The modern coach often prefers predictability and control over the volatile genius of a single individual. Systems became king, not players. The focus shifted from individual brilliance to collective function. The physical demands of the game have also skyrocketed. Today's elite footballer is a supreme athlete. The pace and intensity are breathtaking. Players are expected to cover immense distances, sprint repeatedly, and engage in physical duels all over the pitch. The classic number 10, who might have relied more on technique and intelligence than raw physicality, would struggle to keep up in this environment. The modern midfielder is a hybrid, a box-to-box powerhouse who can defend, attack, and run for 90 minutes straight. Think of players like Kevin De Bruyne or Bruno Fernandes. Are they number 10s? Not in the traditional sense. They are incredibly creative, yes, but they also possess immense work rates, tactical discipline, and the athletic ability to contribute in all phases of play. They are the evolution of the role, a blend of artist and soldier. So, has creativity died in football? Absolutely not. It has simply changed its address. Instead of being concentrated in one player, creative responsibility is now distributed across the team. We see it in attacking fullbacks who bomb forward and deliver pinpoint crosses, like Trent Alexander-Arnold. We see it in false nines who drop deep to link play, pulling defenders out of position, a role mastered by Lionel Messi in his later Barcelona years. We even see it in ball-playing centre-backs who can step into midfield and launch attacks from deep. The playmaking is no longer confined to one position. It's a collective effort. Guardiola's teams are a perfect example of this. Who is the single playmaker at Manchester City? Is it De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Foden? The truth is, it's all of them. The system itself is designed to create opportunities through intricate passing patterns and fluid positional interchange. The creativity comes from the collective understanding and technical excellence of the entire team, not just from one designated genius. This approach, while perhaps less romantic than watching Maradona single-handedly dismantle a defense, is undeniably effective and produces some of the most beautiful team-oriented football we've ever seen. However, we can't help but feel a little nostalgic, can we? There was something special about watching a player like Zidane receive the ball, knowing that the entire stadium was holding its breath, waiting for a moment of pure, unscripted genius. That sense of anticipation, the idea that one player could produce a moment of magic that defies all tactics and systems, is a thrilling part of football's heritage. The maverick, the individualist who played with a smile and a trick up his sleeve, is a character we all love. So, is the classic number 10 truly gone for good? Perhaps not entirely. In certain leagues or specific tactical setups, there might still be a place for a player in that mold. But at the absolute elite level, the game has moved on. The demands are too high, the systems too sophisticated. The modern game prioritizes the collective over the individual, efficiency over flair, and athleticism over pure, unadulterated artistry. The spirit of the playmaker lives on, but it's now a ghost in the machine, its creative spark distributed among 11 cogs working in perfect harmony. The era of the lone conductor may be over, replaced by the symphony of the team. It's a different kind of beauty. A more complex and calculated one, but beauty nonetheless. We've lost the romance of the solo artist, but we've gained the spectacle of the full orchestra. What do you think? Do you miss the days of the classic number 10? Or do you prefer the high-octane, systematic football of today? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into football tactics, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching.